I've got some blackberries. You can see some of these aren't frozen. These ones, I swear they weren't this red when I picked them. I don't know if freezing them has an effect or if I just didn't notice. I think I've just about got enough now for a small jam tart. Conveniently, my neighbour has an apple tree that overhangs, so I've also got some apples just to bulk that up a bit. So I'm going to make some blackberry and apple jam and then some sort of pastry to make a base for it. Okay, here's all the apple cut up. I did taste a few bits and they are sort of eating apples and not cooking apples, so I don't know if this will work, or maybe I can put less sugar in it, but we'll find out. Obviously all the badly peeled bits will go in the compost heap, and I'm going to try and get the seeds out of the core and see if I can start my own apple tree. And I just checked the cupboard and I don't have any sort of normal sugar, so I'm probably going to have to use a variety of sort of things that I've got left over. Apparently for this amount of fruit, which is not much, it's going to be about 250 grams of sugar, so I'm just going to get that started. Just to add, the recipe I'm using, it seems to be like the same weight of sugar as it is for all the fruit combined. So the amount of sugar is the same weight as the apples and the blackberries together. So the first thing I'm doing is I've got a little bit of water. I'm going to add in the apples. So I'm trying to use a small amount of water so that I don't have to boil it off later. Hopefully this amount will work. Apparently I'm just meant to sort of simmer it for 5 minutes once it starts simmering. Okay, they actually went soft quite quickly and it smells amazing. So the next thing is to add the blackberries. I'd already rinsed and washed them before I froze them, so I can just add these ones straight in. And then apparently it's going to take about 20 minutes for all this to turn into a delicious mush. I added a little bit more water just because it had boiled away, but we can still boil that off at the end. And while this is happening, I'm going to make the pastry. So this is flour, butter and some icing sugar, and I'm just going to rub it together with my fingertips. Okay, so I meant to do it until it resembles big breadcrumbs, so I think I've overmixed it a bit. But yeah, so this is the base of the pastry. Some recipes say to use egg to bind it all together, but I don't have any eggs and I'm a fan of using what you have on hand. So I'm going to put a little bit of milk, a little bit of vanilla in there and maybe some water, and then just form it together into a dough. And here's the finished dough ball. I'm able to clean the bowl with it, so I'd say that that is ready, and I'm just going to cling film this and pop it in the fridge and then go back to our jam. So this is bubbling away nicely. It looks very mushy. I'm not a fan of lumpy jam, so I've kind of been mushing it even more, but I think I'm going to just put it through a sieve before I put the sugar in. So this is what I've ended up with. I'm hoping the stuff that makes it go gloopy and sort of jam-like isn't all in here, but we'll find out. So it says to take it off the heat to add the sugar. So all this is melted in and I'm running out of time, so wait for part 2.